Hello. I'm farming. Is this farming or grinding? I'm grinding. That's what I'm doing. I'm grinding. Grinding my teeth. Just want to go up in strength a little bit. Add some bonking power. Oh. Like an Olympic archer. relaxing, isn't it? It's like fishing. Well, I don't know how fishing is. I've never really fished. The benefits of this high strength are not really increasing that much. Oh, I should definitely go up in faith 3 levels so I can have flame grant me strength. Let me do that after this strength goes up. More times in strength than 3 in faith. Unless I get bored and just stop. I really meant to just chat while I'm doing this. Not chatting with anyone. Very exciting, right? The last one, I'm going up in strength for the foreseeable future. Just a joke. And then I think I need a 15th faith for my spell. Let me just see. Golden Vow needs 25. I'm not gonna go for that. Okay, I need 15 for this. Raises physical and fire attack power. Flame grant me strength. Leveling up 3 more times. It's gonna be worth it. Alright, one more in faith. I need about 70,000. 5 more tries. Or 4. Last one. Okay. I'm going to fight somebody that will kick my ass, but before I do, let me change my talisman. Jump attacks, probably. Counter attack, I don't know. I'm gonna try this, although I don't think that's gonna be good. Oh, wow. Let me get rid of this. That'll be Reduvia 1. That'll be Reduvia 2. Oh, that's money. I want to see if there's a Smithing Stone 6 up here. I don't think there is, but it'd be kind of cool. Invaded, I'm sure. Well, where is he? I was not ready for that. We'll consider that lost. I don't need to go back. I'm sort of in a lazy mood. Not sure if I should do this in a lazy mood, but we'll see. You know what? I'm going to change this to jumping attack. geometry. The character can't run up a hill. Can you say bullshit? Bullshit. I am doing better. Well, I was doing better. My fault. It's my fault. Oh. Wasn't paying attention. Hey, Decapitron. Did you listen to the radio show? All my fault, don't worry. I'm not complaining. dead. I'll go somewhere else for a minute. Down here. It's a suicide run. Some treasure in that dungeon. Don't know what's in there. But I'm gonna go. Why would anyone go on a one-way trip to Mars? I guess it's the pioneer spirit. Some of the things that I read about the pioneers in America. Then again, the pioneers, they were just facing danger, specifically from the Indians. Of course, shitty weather and all that. But it's not like they were leaving a lot of comforts behind. You know, like... Mars is truly desolate. Unless there's an underground civilization. Oh, sorry, we didn't know you were here. Would you go to Mars? Are these the very best gloves that I have? Yes, they are. I thought there was going to be an ambush. Oh, is that strong? Didn't know I was that strong. Let's not get cocky. I bet you say that to all the guys. You ordered science fiction, really? Oh, so you ordered it and you've seen it. Ooh. That was tough. Should I go here? I don't know where to go. I do. This is too nerve-wracking. But I'm doing this by myself, which is surprising. It's surprising to me, anyway. Oh! That's cocky water. I remember someone walked into a bar in New Jersey with a ton of payday candy bars, and he said that these haven't been in New Jersey for a while, and he he bought a bunch of them because they showed up at Walmart in New Jersey one day. And I ate it. I was thinking, it's not really something I would miss if I never had it again. I'm surprised I haven't been killed yet. In the game, I mean. Ooh. I like peanuts as well. Something tells me I did something bad. Should I not have done that? Oh. I got hurt. I didn't go down there yet, right? I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm okay getting killed in this thing. I'm just here for the items. I have never heard of the Fool's Gold sandwich. Fuck. You fuck. Little things like that fucked me up. I just found out today that some bread that is called whole grain or wheat is just colored brown. Okay, I don't really care about getting my money back. Kind of angry I got killed. Because I've defeated some powerful opponents. I got killed by little impy dimpies. That's what I call them, they're impy dimpies. What else did I find out? A lot of shenanigans with bread. I think I got killed here. Yep. Got killed here twice. There's something in here, so I'm gonna get something in here. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh yeah, Subway made some several lists of ultra bad things. There was anybody following me? Something over there I have to get. I have to get it because it's glowing. Oh, Subway, the tuna has no tuna DNA. According to what I saw earlier today, some report. That's balls. to serve tuna that has no tuna DNA. What else was there? like all of these fast food places got into serious trouble, and the one that instead of just said, okay, sorry, and just didn't do anything different other than hijinks, Chipotle changed things. So Chipotle then disallowed artificial colors, this, that, the other thing. I still won't eat there. It's funny because I was going to eat there, I was tempted, but I thought, I do not want food poisoning, because when I entered, I was traveling. I don't want to spend 4 days in a hospital or in a hotel room bathroom when I'm traveling. And then this big story, but also several chains in the past have had E. coli, salmonella, and it's all from the farmer's ranch. It was from the onions, and now it's from the lettuce. You'd think they'd learn not to, but the big takeaway from the report I saw today is In-N-Out Burger, you can trust. I'm not going to go into why. Also, the waffle fries at Chick-fil-A only have 3 ingredients: potato, the vegetable oil or lard, and salt. Whereas McDonald's has like 5 million ingredients, including rubber. But In-N-Out is privately owned, so they're not part of a big corporation. Because a big corporation is not interested in serving good food, they're interested in profit. Okay, I needed that. This is... I never heard of Whataburger. Someone told me about Whataburger. I thought it was Waterburger. I'm like, well, I guess that's fewer calories. But as a traveler, I learned very early, don't eat fast food. Don't eat fast food. And unfortunately, between New Jersey and Ohio, which was the main travel, because there were 2 conventions in Ohio. I forgot how to talk. But pretty much every other route, the only place I stopped to eat is either a real restaurant or Waffle House. Eggs. And as superior as eggs are to hamburgers or fast food hamburgers, the oil that they put in is not very good. But it's the lesser evil. Should really get out of here. It's not algebra. This is no place for you. I don't really care about my money, or should I care about my money? My favorite horror convention is in Cincinnati. It's Horror Hound. And near the convention is a hibachi restaurant. They know me by name. Also, if there's waiting, I get served. Well, it's just me. But still, that's important. And there's a Waffle House nearby. Waffle House and hibachi. A couple of other restaurants, but those are the important ones. Alright, I did what I had to do here. Maybe. Maybe. Do I want to? Maybe I'll go to that thing. Don't want to, I'll get my ass kicked. However, even if I get my ass kicked, it's good to get the site of grace for those areas, so that when I come back stronger, I don't have to go through this torment. I have to hop around, which I don't want to do. It's raining. Just got this hairdo. All right, share more thoughts about it. If you didn't know me and you saw it, would you think I'm an asshole? Or would you wonder, what the hell am I watching? You like horrible things. Was it a struggle to find the humor or the I wouldn't say explanation, but could you figure out what it was? Oh, you liked Cocky the Cocker? Well, one of the easiest signs was the people saying stupid stuff were wearing clown outfits. That was the first easy message. People saying this stuff shouldn't be taken seriously because they're just like clowns. Much of the sayings that you heard, I didn't invent. This is what people say, but when you just only engage in surface level polite conversation, I have a hair in my mouth. But much of what was said is stuff that I have heard. I didn't make it up. I didn't make up those. So the monkey saying, that's a saying. It's disgusting. I have hair in my mouth. I was trying to make a point about people not doing any source monitoring. And it's funny because ever since then, I've met people who really don't care what the source of the information is. They have zero fucks. It's like, sounds like it. One of the first lessons in the social sciences, or in the sciences, was do not under any circumstance read Wikipedia. It's compelling, but it could be bullshit. And not many people engage in introspection, from what I have discovered. You know, going outside of my social circles. And many people pull things out of their asses and then instantly believe what they pulled out of their ass. So I can understand, like, let's say you're hanging out and you observe something. You might mentally say, oh, he's just doing that to get attention. You know, that's an example. Decapitron, that's another good point. Because if you hear something and it doesn't jive what you want to be true, you're going to dismiss it. I remember talking to someone. He said his statement was bullshit anyway. He said the reason why he became a Christian was because of the Shroud of Turin. So I just joked. And I said, oh, so that red ochre, like the blood of Jesus was red ochre. You know, so he said stupid things like, well, you know, the radiocarbon dating is wrong because there was a fire. And these are all things that Christian apologists, they train their followers. Like, if you argue with anyone who's a little bit educated, like, this is how you argue with them. Not realizing that when you argue with them as an idiot, you're going to be considered an idiot and not worth talking to. So you didn't win the argument. It's just the person just realized, like, it's fucking useless talking to you. But I decided to go away from things that the guy should know about the Shroud of Turin, or the hoax of Turin. And so I said, like, look, regardless of anything that you just mentioned, like the radiocarbon dating or whatever, it was, when it was first introduced, it was not the only such thing, shroud, right? The Catholic Church did not allow the Shroud of Turin to be called authentic. It was allowed to be displayed in the spirit of the story, but under no circumstance are you to say that this really is that. But the other thing is, I just, you know, in case that we're not, oh, by the way, when I said that to him, he goes, well, some people said that. I'm like, no, that, some people, that guy was such an idiot that I'm basing a character on him in Sleepaway Concentration Camp. He's going to play the racist who backs up his racism with religion. By the way, the Southern Baptists branched off from the Baptists because they wanted to justify slavery using the Bible. Let's say this is a shroud, or this is cloth, and I put it over my face. If I have ink on my face, I'm not saying that the Shroud of Turin is ink, red ochre, but let's say I put paint on my face, and I put this on, smooth it over my features, and then I remove it, it's not going to look like a picture of me. It's going to be distorted. because there are valleys, hills and valleys in my face. So after this is form-fitting and release, it's going to be a distortion. So, the Shroud of Turin and other shrouds were bas-relief. It's spelled B-A-S reliefs. That's what they were. But, to back up your point, I gave him information that was not emotional. It was just like, the Catholic Church itself said, do not under any circumstance say that this is authentic. But then, years passed and they had a change of... They had a lot of gimmicky relics. But yeah, people pull things out of their asses. When I said, there's some people, when they observe behavior, they say aloud, oh, he's just doing that for attention, or just some similar thing they pulled out of their ass. Like, do you really know that? Do you really know he's doing that for attention? Just basics. That's something you should think and then investigate. Not just like, oh, that's my surface reaction and that's good enough. I'll live the rest of my life without ever investigating. So scienceless fiction made fun of people like that. So it's not just about racial humor or racial insults. I went beyond. The re-edit, I have to put a director's introduction. That's just what has to be done these days. I mean, for my movie Dirtbags, I just submitted the master. I had to provide a director's introduction. Gone are the days when... Not all movies, definitely not commercial movies, but movies could challenge you. And you have to... They make you think, they make you figure things out. Not anymore. Pure consumerism. Consumers get angry at certain kind of humor. Being alive. It's hard to say what the worst thing is because it's all sucky. Man, where do I go? I forgot where to go. Too busy telling jokes. I forgot where to go. Well, I've never passed out from it. Never lost consciousness from it. Man, where do I go? See what happens when you talk, when I talk? I don't go there, do I? I don't know what to do. When I first got it, I didn't like low sugar because it made me feel weak. And even normal sugar, like level 100, is kind of average, like what it should be. Wait, Void is on here? I didn't see Void. Void, say hello again. I was more comfortable around the 200 area. But one of the bad things is the insulin leash. Like, if I inject, I better have some source of sugar or food that turns into glucose through digestion at some point. And insulin has to be refrigerated. So whenever I went camping, the insulin that I brought with me just went in the garbage as soon as I got home. Like 3 days unrefrigerated. And the amount of people who think, oops. I've become violent with people. Not so much in many years, but in the early years. I didn't like telling people I was diabetic because they wouldn't let me eat sugar. And I'd give them warning. You know, you don't understand diabetes, like fucking mind your own business. Or if I felt that my sugar was low and someone had a sugar source and wouldn't let me have it, thinking that they're doing me a favor. There are a couple of very violent resolutions to to those situations. And then even recently, some guy said, hey, I just want to know, like, what happens if you pass out? I'm not going to pass out. I don't even pass out from alcohol. Sometimes I fall asleep because I'm sleepy, but it's not like, and so I said, well, I have a can of soda. I don't like soda. Except for every once in a while, I do like root beer. Because it's nostalgic. Same thing with Dr. Pepper. Although Dr. Pepper currently doesn't taste like Dr. Pepper when I was a kid. But, what was I going to say? This idiot said, well, so if you're unconscious, I should feed you the soda? And I sarcastically said, yes, when someone's unconscious, please pour fluid down his throat. Down his esophagus. Do that. And he didn't think I was sarcastic. He thought he was right. Like, definitely do that. No. The amount of people who don't know that low sugar and high sugar are two sides of the diabetic coin. If in doubt, always assume low sugar, because you can die within hours of low sugar. It takes days to die of high sugar. It's not my mom, it's my culture. That's an American thing. It's an American or Jewish thing to circumcise. Some of it is like wives' tales. Look, it's cleaner. Really? Is it? Is it really cleaner? I think hygiene makes it cleaner. I remember when I had a full beard, this girl who hadn't seen me in a while, when she touched my beard, she said, oh, things didn't fall out of it. What do you mean things didn't fall out of it? She's like, well, I had a boyfriend and he had a beard, and whenever I touched it, like, flakes would come out. Maybe your boyfriend should have washed his beard. And I've seen a bunch of pictures. There's a festival in Czech Republic called Brutal Assault. You probably heard of it because you know about underground music. I'd like to go either next year or the year after. I'm not sure how much longer I have. The only problem is I do not like Eastern European cuisine. Like when I was a kid and a Korean family moved in next door, eating at their house was magic. Oh my god. That was magical. There are a couple of dishes that I like out of nostalgia, but generally no thank you. I remember for the longest time, I didn't understand why people were excited about steak. Because the Eastern Europeans, they burn their steaks. And it's not like good steak either. So when I dated a girl whose father prepared filet mignon, for the first time in my life I had filet mignon, I didn't know that anything could taste that good. I thought it was marinated. Nope, that's just the natural flavor. And it was served medium. I always take 2 steps backwards to go 1 step forward. I've got blood all over me. We're talking about dirty. Oh, I have soap. Watch. I have soap. See me? I'm bloody. I'm gonna use soap. Watch this. I'm about to use soap. Clean. Alright, now for more challenging things to do. Should I have another beer? I use shampoo. Alright, this is the first challenge. Oh, that's actually part of a future... I think it's the sequel to Stabbed in the Ass. Beware the Ass Clown. There's a lot of poo stuff. Fecal stuff. So there is shampoo in that movie. Of course, the sequel relies on the first one, Stabbed in the Ass, doing well. The weird thing is Dick Nato broke a record in sales. I don't understand it. I also don't understand it because on Amazon, I think it only has 1 out of 5, like out of every review. Someone said, like, Dick Nato, it's junk Nato. Keith Green... Good corpse grinders. You know, I was actually thinking about that earlier today. About the many interviews I've done with him. Well, there's no bad corpse grinder story. I was a man. I faced my challenge. I'm still gonna mess this up. I know I'm gonna mess this up. It's what I do. You're not here to watch me play well. Great game, right? Look at that. Am I gonna die now? Oh no, okay. Don't become too confident. I could die at any second. Probably gonna die right here. I usually use a bow to deal with him, so this is a change. I'm still not out of danger. Totally not out of danger yet. Man, I need a beer. Okay, the question is, do I get beer now or do I get it later? What do you vote for? Should I get a beer now? I need your votes. You're gonna jump in the shower and miss all my death. I'm going to get a beverage and I'll be back shortly. I've returned. I really don't know why I'm here. I guess it's to prepare for when I do finally fight the boss of this area. I mean, I'm going to try to fight him. Probably not going to win. But I don't think there's much benefit. I think this is just optional stuff. I think I could just run past this guy here. It's kind of a toughie. I know that was cowardly. I'm sorry. I hate for you to see me like this. That was odd. I think I might be able to level up. 71,000. I'm gonna try. Hello, desolate cold void. Forgot how much I need. Short term. I don't have a problem with short term memory. I have a problem with remembering things that are trivial. I don't take this seriously. It's just a game. As silly as this sounds, I'm going to go up in endurance. I should go up in health. Because I have no armor. I'm going to get my ass kicked. Alright, so let's see how this fight goes. I can just run past this guy, but I'm going to fight him. I should have just run past. That was zero skill. That was just button mashing. No. I despise Guns N' Roses. I used to call him Asshole Rose. Fuck. I got kicked off a college radio station. The policy of the college radio station was if there was profanity in the song title, we could say it. We just had to say it flatly, no emotion. So that was Fuck You by Overkill, as an example. And I like to sing over songs. And Welcome to the Jungle was Welcome to My Anus. the protection of saying a profane song title did not apply to anything else. So when I made up lyrics like "Welcome to the jungle, I've got lots of AIDS, I caught it from a monkey when I went to Africa," something about butt fucking a monkey, and an angry parent presented that to the dean, then I had to go. And then, as I was changing band members, or swapping out band members from my band Liquid Forehead, we did cover of Welcome to the Jungle. They did the music. I would not learn the song. Like, a friend of mine said, you have to listen to this I don't know which band it was, but it had a song against the Wiggers, and the song sounded like rap, and I said, I don't want to hear it. Like, but they're making... I don't care. Like, hey, I hate having a dick up my ass, but, you know, if you make a joke about having a dick up my ass, you can stick a dick up my ass. Like, that's the equivalent. Like, I don't like it. So, I don't care what the lyrics are, I'm not going to listen to it. Sorry. Except, I did like when Anthrax did Public Enemy. What was that song? Bring the Noise or something? But this person couldn't... I forgot which band did the Wigger song, but I said I want to hear it. Played a couple... Like, I do not want to hear it. I don't like rap. Why would I listen to a parody of rap? I don't think I've ever heard anything by Whitney Houston. But there's a comical thing in my magazine. When I worked customer service while going to the Chubb Institute, that paid for my tuition. Well, paid for other things too, but one of my coworkers was this black guy named McKeith, and he was extremely funny. And one day, he sang his attempt at Whitney Houston. That's some... Like, I don't like Whitney Houston, but I would hear him sing because there's no way to describe it other than you will fall out of your chair if you hear him sing. But then he and I played a joke on my readers. I don't know if he did rap, but his name in my magazine was Make It Happen. That was his nickname, or his writer name. And so I made the history. I showed his picture in the magazine too. I said that the reason why he's in the magazine is I owe him money, and instead of beating me up, I gave him space. And he reviewed death metal the way a rap person would. So he would sing. He wrote stuff like, "Hey man, let that burp out." You know? I think the reason why I don't like... Well, I don't like this style, but Whitney Houston has this kind of singing voice where you could tell that she's stupid when she sings. I don't know if that's a good description of it. I don't want to hear somebody stupid. I'm just going to run past this guy. Remind me to tell you about Texans and Evil. I don't know if I said this story yet. Fuck. Drugs are gay. Ooh, bad news. Oh, fuckity fuck. But I lasted longer than I thought it would. That's what she said. Alright, I had a radio show in Dallas, and on this radio, well, all radio stations, fellow DJs can make commercials for their own shows. It's just a courtesy to play them. But on this station, it was required. But also on this station, it had advertisement. You know, like advertisers. And there's this one guy, I don't want to say the name of the guy, like he was this tall. And I guess on radio,
he talked really close into the microphone, so his voice was deep, much deeper. Yeah, this is the way I talk. I'm very deep.
Except he had a stupid Texan accent. And it was close to Halloween time. And the two people who had a radio show before me, they were like sort of like girly metal people. They were cool people, but you know. Oh no, we don't want to hear death metal. Those men sound like they bathe in motor oil. And one of them, he was a sound guy for a poser band, you know. But anyway, they popped in a commercial for this other metal DJ. Sorry. I could not stop laughing. Because the guy had a pitch shifter on his voice to artificial tune down.
So this is my normal tone. With a pitch shifter, I go like this.
But he was trying to sound like a demon. But he had a Texan accent. And I could not stop laughing. And so when the commercial was over, the two DJs asked, what the fuck were you laughing at? I said, well, he's trying to sound evil, but he sounds stupid. Like, demons are supposed to be of higher intelligence. It's like, y'all, 666, y'all. Or what, he didn't say that, but... so I was laughing myself into a fit. And them looking at me angrily made me laugh harder, and then I realized they're pissed off because they're Texan. so there's way to read the room, right? Like I'm making fun out of this DJ for sounding like a stupid Texan with this stupid Texan accent, and then these other Texans who gave themselves the names of demons, but they pronounced them in the Texan way, and I just couldn't stop laughing. Like, I shouldn't have done that, because... Fuck. But I can't help it. When something is funny, I have no self-control. That's why you should never invite me to a funeral or a wedding or anything like that. Zero self-control. Even if I'm going to get my ass kicked. Zero self-control if something is funny. I hope you enjoy that story. Alright, I don't think I'm going to continue fighting this boss because I don't think there's anything in it for me. Well, I have invited bands to fight me, like the entire band, but it had to be on video. They wouldn't do it. Because the fight would be funny anyway, like me fighting 5 people. But then adding sound effects, that would make it better. not get killed? How did I not get killed? How did I not get killed? Fucking stop doing that. I'm trying to drink the healing potion here, dude. I have no healing left. I have 0 healing left. Alright, that's it. I'm not fighting him again. It will just be frustrating for you. I don't like grapes. I like artificial grape flavoring, though. I often say that I would only eat grapes if you inject artificial grape flavoring into them. Let me get out of here. I could try to fight something that's been kicking my ass. So I'll get my ass kicked in a completely different way for your enjoyment. Oh, it's over here. Favorite fruit? Well, I don't have favorites, but I don't know. I can't think of something I like. I've been known to refrigerate an apple so it's extra crispy. But there's no enjoyment in devouring an apple. Well, I remember before I had sex that men, especially in teenage sex comedies, said that they did not like condoms. And then the first time I put a condom on, I didn't know what to do, so I put my testicles and my penis into the condom, which was very painful. And I thought, well, it's supposed to hurt, because that's why people complain about condoms. You're not supposed to put everything in the condom. Once I learned the proper way to use it, felt a lot better. Wait, this one's empty. What am I doing? This one has fluid. Dick? Any type of low-hanging fruit? That's the kind of fruit I like. come on. I'm gonna fight him again. Has a nice way of making me not care about the many things that I must do in the real world. I like artificial cherry, artificial grape. Wait, what is the... Oh, counterattack. No, I'm gonna switch that one. Let's do jumping attack. Decapitron, are you a chef? That's smart. I have no reach. Ooh, get out. Get out. Go. Yeah, that's not bullshit at all. Where is he? Oh, he's got his death ray. Oh, come on. I have no healing. Dead. Totally dead. Alright, so your vote. Do I continue fighting him or do I move on until I get a little stronger? Definitely not going to be better. You decide. Okay. Sorry, did you hear that burp? Ashamed of myself. I don't don't know if this is where I should go. I don't want to get armor. Okay, maybe I do go this way. I fell in. Okay. Evasive maneuvers. Oh boy. I need smithing stone 6. I need one more. That's not it. Oh, I wonder what's that. What that is. That's the right way to say it. I wonder what that is. That glowing thing over there. Could it be? Mary Queen, you are correct. Are you the Queen of Scots? I'm gonna let some light in. Oh no, that's the wrong door. Let some light in. Another great thing about this game, see, Beast Blood. Why is that still on the screen? Why can't this be like other games? Like this insignificant thing I just picked up. All right, I got it. I know I'm not American. Like maybe an American needs 5 days to read. It's Beast Blood. Got it. Got it. Why is that still on the screen? Additionally, things that are important only flash like psst. What was that? I don't know. By the way, in my teens, let me just kill this guy. I thought that Sesame Street had a double meaning. That one of them is to torment children, not as much as Mr. Rogers, which is the most mind-numbing garbage. Educational, like, what does it teach you? How not to ever make a children's show like that? Hey, Night Shadow. But when I watched Sesame Street, I just wanted to see puppets do funny things. I didn't learn a single thing. Like, did I learn how to count? No. Did I learn how to read? No. But again, as a kid, I thought, well, it's almost like listening to the radio, where you have to sit through a lot of garbage in hope of finding a song or a skit with some puppets, or Muppets as they were called. But in my teens, I thought, maybe there's another layer. Because there's this Muppet Grover, and I guess he wanted to teach you what up and down is. And that's another thing, educational program, and you're spending an entire skit teaching the difference between up and down in the most stupid way possible. They don't know how to teach. Like, how the fuck is that educational? So it was Grover who said, oh, those are stairs. I think I will go up the stairs. Then he went up the stairs. Then when he got to the top, he said, oh, I am on top of the stairs. I think I will go down the stairs. And then he went down the stairs. And he kept going up and down, getting increasingly tired. And each time saying, I'm going to go up, oh, I'm going to go down. And then he just passed out. Up and down her key. And then I didn't see this skit, but it was on one of those. I don't think it was on Kids in the Hall. It might have been on Kids in the Hall, but this skit was. I think it was described as a dinner scene, where one of the guests described the food as delicious. You know, what is this? What am I eating? Oh, Muppet. What do you mean Muppet? Yeah, we made it out of Muppet. It's like, but where are you going to find Muppets? It's like, watch. So the guy went over to the window and said, what's the difference between far and near? And the Muppet came. And it was, so I didn't see the skit. I just vaguely remember that as the Muppet was talking about the difference between far and near, he was abducted and then turned into food. I don't know. I'm sure somewhere in there I had a point. Or was just random? I think that was just randomness. Pay no attention to me. Well, I seem to be doing better than the bosses, but do you like when I fight things that I cannot possibly kill with my skill level? The things that I've struggled fighting, there are people on YouTube who do not level up in any way, and they even defeat these things with their bare fists. I'm not that kind of a player. Might as well kill this guy. Now that I've killed him, I have this, and I could summon people. Hooray! I need a little help here. I need a lot of help here. See, the only armor I'm wearing are my gloves. Okay. We'll try to summon somebody. It's a waiting game now. Time is it? Really? Where did this time go? Have I been playing that much? See, I'm putting together orders. Not orders, for my last Kickstarter. Assembling these packages. Somehow I don't think I'm going to summon anyone, but we'll give it a couple of minutes. Oh, last night I saw the church. I do not, I just talked about it. I don't know if Waffle House counts as fast food, but that's where to go. Oh no, this is Aliens, Clowns, and Geeks, which I have to review. It's got Anastasia Elfman. I have not seen her in anything before. For some reason, we're friends on Facebook. So whenever she posts a picture, I was thinking, like, are we gonna marry? I don't know how it happened, but yeah, I get to see her in this. And then I get to propose marriage to her. I hope she says yes. Where's the movie? Man, where? Oh, is this it? Yes, this is it. The Church in 4K by Severin. Another thing I have to review. I remember seeing this during the VHS days. I remember renting it and thinking, like, wow, this is boring. Well, anyway, I don't know if I would say that it's boring now, but I remember a while ago, I forgot the source, but someone said that Gothic novels? Gothic stories seem to have been commissioned by the Catholic Church because, like, all these monsters can only be destroyed by faith or by holiness. And you know, I'm educated, so I don't really care about occult movies, but I'd like to see an occult movie from an occult point of view, not from a Christian point of view. Like, oh, all this stuff could have just been alleviated if we just pray to Jesus. Not a recommended viewing, because it's just like, hey, we're basing the story on superstition. I haven't seen the movie I Know What You Did Last... Wait, I am summoning somebody, right? Or I'm trying to summon someone? But let's say you're killed, or let's say I'm killed. If there's an afterlife, I'm going to enjoy the afterlife. Not like, oh, let me avenge my murderer. Because you know what? Whoever killed me is going to also be a ghost, and then I'm going to fuck him up. I've got all this time to prepare my fucking him up plan. If that's the way I go as an afterlife being. Or, you know, maybe in the afterlife, part of the process is like, oh yeah, you know, all that drama, just let it go. Alright, Phantasm. The first time I saw it, I was a kid, and it was the same thing, like, wow, this is boring. Holy crap, this is boring. Man, this is super boring. And I remember some bald guy played guitar, and the way he played it, he played it as if he thought everyone considered him cool. I'm like, you're playing a gay song, you look gay, and you're not cool in any way. Why are you conducting yourself as if you're cool when you're not cool? I mean, I've done that myself a couple of times, but I do remember, I don't know if it was in a sequel or in Phantasm, but I remember this old man. He's old, and he lifted up a coffin. I thought, well, that's cool. And I tried very hard, like when I was older, to watch Phantasm. I couldn't do it. It's like, this is terrible. When I was a kid, I thought it was boring. And then when I was older, I thought, like, wow, this is stupid. But I keep saying on my streams, do not go by my opinion. I'm just sharing what my honest opinion. I don't give you my polite opinion. I give you my honest opinion. I don't even remember a car in the movie. Alright, it doesn't seem I'm going to summon anyone, which is unfortunate. Because I need help. I'm not afraid to ask for help. Oh, there's a... Maybe I'll get a treasure. There's a treasure on that house right there. Maybe it's a smithing stone 6. That would be fun. How do we get up there? Ooh, I think I found a way to get up there. Please, please let it be smithing stone 6. It's somber smith... It's not the same thing. Yes, that's correct, Mary. Are you a horror person? And please feel free to contradict, insult, anything of what I say. Like, this is not an audience of astute listeners. This is an audience of people who deride me. Okay, why am I here? It's quite a philosophical question. Well, that's not the way to go. What a dick. Do I go down there? I kind of remember being here before. Well, I'm not one to say that a franchise should change. I'm sorry, end. Oh, you're talking about the elevator to the boss. I've already defeated the boss because I'm that good. I remember when I saw Saw. I saw Saw in the theater, and although I didn't consider it mind-blowing, I considered it original and creative. I thought, man, that was clever. And someone at the horror convention said, oh, well, it's signed to a 7-movie deal. And I laughed. I thought, like, yeah, right. 7 movies. Oh, that took a long time to kill him. What did I do incorrectly? You thought I was going to say wrong. I think I should have started here, right? Pet Sematary was the only Stephen King book I read, because in high school I heard, hey, Stephen King is the most horrifying writer there is. Oh, really? So I read Pet Sematary and I thought, wow, this is stupid. But when the movie came out, I thought, okay, there's this one scene I would like to see, and it had to do with a guy, the husband being given a hand job by his wife in the bathtub. That's the only thing I remember about Pet Sematary being good. He liked Morticia. Well, anyway, the movie was terrible, and I did not see the remake of Pet Sematary. Oh, and I do remember when I saw Pet Sematary, I asked, why does that girl have a man's haircut? Like the wife? Threw me off for half the movie. Like, seriously, like, did she have cancer or something that we should go and... Like, why would you pay for that hairdo? Alright, looks like I'm going to summon some help. Might as well kill some things on here. I don't know who Edward Furlong is. Yeah, in case you weren't aware, I'm ignorant. There are many things I do not know. But what I do know is I'm going down to 70 tons of metal in 2027. I think it's in January. End of January. Oh, I don't remember anything about Terminator 2 other than, wow, I hate this movie. And I hate the kid. Like, I hope he dies. Like, does he die? Oh, I would love if he died. That would be amazing if he died. I'd feel much better about watching this terrible movie if he died. I held some hope of summoning help. I don't think it's going to happen. Okay, up ahead is something that I wanted to... That's correct. There's something that I wanted to capture for... Man, what the... There's something called an abductor virgin, and its arms are chains, and it goes bleh! So the chain shoots out. And I've often talked about some of the shittiness of all the Souls games where a wall, even the face of a mountain, cannot be trusted, because the people who make this game do not believe in putting any effort into collision detection of objects. So you can kill things through doors, through solid walls. The boss I fought yesterday almost killed me. I was standing behind a concrete column, and I was hit through it. But anyway, you'll see me run away from this abductor virgin. I don't even know how she sees me, but she hit me through 3 walls and killed me. 3 walls. Let's see if something like that will happen tonight. Oh, let me just take a look. Nope, not summoning anyone. So there are many aspects of this game that feel like I'm playing a bargain game, like a $20 game. And it has always been the case. They've never fixed these stupid, highly annoying things about the game. Never. They've never fixed it. I don't think they ever will. Still play the game, but I don't respect it. Like, I don't really try. Like, why bother? The game's gonna cheat. Like I say, the game cheats. You'll see. This big automatron. She's gonna launch her chain at me. She's gonna hit me through a wall. Wait, let me just open this door first. Anybody here? Alright. I'm going to descend. I think there's some treasure down here. I'm gonna go down there. Yeah, I guess she's embarrassed. She did not cheat. Of course. Whenever I want to prove a point, it will never be illustrated. That's not it. I just need 1 smithing stone 6, please. Give me that. I do not have a smithing stone 6. Let me just appreciate what I do have. What did I get? Of the Far Cry games, I like Far Cry 4 the most. It is extremely comical. I'm probably going to fire it up at some point. I didn't like Far Cry 5 because I call it Man Bun 5. And 6 also I did not like. Technically better games, but at least in Elden Ring and other Souls game, you could just skip the cinematics. Back to the Future? You mean the movie? I just consider it a child's movie. I saw it as a child. I dismiss it because it's like I like Coraline. I love Coraline. I was going to get a 3D TV just for Coraline. Oh, and also Nightmare Before Christmas. I would get a 3D TV just for those 2 movies. They don't make those anymore, right? And they don't make 3D Blu-rays, correct? Oh, that must have been great to be able to go into the world at home. I think I know what this is. Oh, I do know what this is. Alright, now this elevator works. Progress. So I guess the difference is Coraline and Nightmare Before Christmas stimulate my imagination. But Back to the Future does not. This is the rusted anchor, Mary. As far as Hellraiser, I love the Hellraiser movies. Not the ones without Doug Bradley though. And Hellraiser 3, when I heard that there was an uncut version, I searched for it, and then I was told, hey, that was only released as a trilogy, and it's out of print. If you want to buy it, it's $200. And I was at a horror convention last year, and I traded with a vendor, and I had that, and I thought I was very lucky to have that. And then Arrow released the first 4 or 5 Hellraisers in 4K, and so I traded for that. So yes, now I have them in 4K. So I'm just saving that. There's some movies I save because I have to watch them with absolutely no thought about tomorrow. No pressing problems. No conflicts I have to resolve. No worries. Just, it's me in the movie. That's it. And I had dinner with Pinhead. Steak dinner. It's not by invitation. I was at a horror convention in Indianapolis, and I didn't want to have hotel food. And there was a steakhouse within walking distance. I mean, it was maybe half a mile walking, but I was trashed. So I thought, all right, I'm not going to drive there because it's just my luck I would get arrested, like just driving 10 feet. Because my luck is terrible. I've been pulled over after I had already parked and shut the car off. So, no, I'm going to walk. So I walked to a steakhouse, and I don't mind sitting at the bar. Actually, I prefer it, because if I order my food at the bar, I don't have to wait long for a drink. Like, yes, drink, yes, drink, yes, drink. Sorry. And I heard, after I had ordered my steak, someone in an English accent asked for a table. I was told it's going to be like an hour or two, but you could sit at the bar, we'll call you. And there was only one seat. He sat next to me. I was thinking, oh, all right. It was him. And because it was him, Doug Bradley, I couldn't say anything. Because that's the rule. Like, that's the etiquette. Like, when the celebrity is at a horror convention and charging whatever amount of money for your autograph and your time, you know, I'm not going to hog up his time. So if we talk, we're going to talk about anything other than Hellraiser and stuff like that. And that's exactly what happened. Because he initiated the conversation. He said, well, how's the steak here? I said, I don't know, first time, but blah, blah, blah. And we talked the entire time. Didn't mention Hellraiser, but as I left, I you know, the bartender said, like, hey, I heard there's a horror convention around here. And I asked him, like, did you ever see the movie Hellraiser? He goes, yeah, I love Hellraiser. I said, that's Pinhead. And then I said, like, this guy's next drink is on me. And Doug Bradley said, that is not necessary. And I said, it is. It's totally necessary. So it's not like I said, hey, Doug Bradley, you want to have steak? No, that's not how it happened. He was a captive of the bar because there was no table available. Mini fingerboard skateboards. I can't picture what you're talking about. So the answer is no. But I loved Pinhead as a character. I never liked the band Cradle of Filth. But I think, I don't mean I hate the people in Cradle of Filth. It's just not my kind of music. But one of their later members, I guess he thought, like, hey, I've got no hair. What's a good way to be cool in metal? Being bald. Oh, I know. I'll look like Pinhead. I don't know how fans reacted to him, but I just thought, like, that's fucking gay. Like, first of all, you're in a metal band. Well, never mind. I guess what I mean to say is I don't like copycats. Unless you're a cat. You're like, meow, meow, meow. In my head, I thought I had a great point to make, and then when I started speaking, I just realized, wow, I'm stupid. But just how could you feel proud of stealing somebody else's identity or idea? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, make it your own way. Like, remember in Dimmu Borgir? No, it was actually the first drummer of Cradle of Filth, Nick. I called him Uncle Fester from the Addams Family. So I think in an interview I even asked, like, hey, did you ever think about putting a light bulb in your drummer's mouth for a band photo? I remember there was a craze for Cradle of Filth. Dusk and Her Embrace, when that album came out. There's a fervor for Cradle of Filth in America. Do I jump out of the window? Voluntarily? Oh, there's a ladder here. Any treasure? Please. Any treasure? When I saw the first Hellraiser, and I heard that it was based on a novelette, I bought it. I forgot the name of it. And in the novelette, it was more psychological, so it described a torment of attending to too much stimulation. And I wondered if that was a way of describing psychedelics. My throat infected. And then definitely the puzzle box. I thought it was one of those things like if you take a psychedelic and then have second thoughts like, oh no, what did I do? You know, so I kind of looked at it that way. Do 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 do. I thought he would be easier. Okay, here's where I might have a problem. I want Smithing Stone 6. Is that too much to ask? Alright, this is... it's probably the end of me right here. What do I do? It looks like I'm meant to fall down here, right? What do you think? Am I gonna fall to my death? Wow, not a scratch. Not an itch either. Looks like I'm wearing slippers. Dick. Probably shouldn't have done that. If it seems that I know what I'm doing, I don't. Totally don't know what I'm doing. Holy crap. Uh-oh, they're all after me. I just played a cover song on my radio show last Thursday. Let me make sure I'm out of danger. Do I have the playlist? I have the playlist. Do I have a the light. Anyway, the band did a cover song of a Psy song, but it was doomy. I know. I'll give you the link to the playlist, as well as a pop-up player, so you can hear the radio show. There it is. And I'm getting a promo from Psy. Where is it? Not organized. Yeah, it's strange that you say Psy because I'm getting a Psy promo as well as the new Behemoth. I was never really much into Behemoth. Hello, Ellen. I wasn't supposed to be on here too long. And if any of you are interested, this is my current Kickstarter for a very rapey movie. Don't get in that car. Please let there be a Smithing Stone 6 somewhere around here. I think that there will be one. I hope there will be one. That's not it. Wrong lights resolved. Yeah, like I said, I'm getting the promo. There is a Japanese band that I love. It's called Bathtub Shitter. Unbelievably funny. It's grindcore, and at certain points, the vocalist has a very high-pitched vocal delivery. And I don't know if he thinks it's good or if he knows that it's funny. But big fan. I even arranged for permission to use a track in the movie Dirtbags, because I wanted the world to hear Bathtub Shitter, and I should play on my radio show next week. Love that band. Oh, hello, Patches.
Okay. Cheers for that.
Man, I did not get a Smithing Stone 6. What's the world coming to? I could look up where to get one, but I've got an allergy brewing in my nose. I suppose I could level up. I could try to level up. This kind of does look like an umbrella, right? Rusted anchor.
Someone please kill him. That Look at you. I knew you'd take this. Especially you should have. You've come to...
I believe I need another beer.
...to raise the free accused. All you can do. Well... Yes, the one I left is worthy to read. Pray they read whatever some was spare. It is the rhyme. It is the rhyme it.
That was fascinating. I still... Ooh. That's the lady who brought me here. She doesn't know she's a... whatever that is.
I'm afraid what's up with you? Goodness. Oh, how dreadful. I ought to be thanking you for treating me as usual.
I took French in freshman year of high school, and I hated it. Because, you know, when you start the school year, you're asked, like, hey, which language, you know, for college prep, which language do you want? So you have to take 2 years of it. I thought, French. French sounds cool. And I hated it because a word could have 10,000 letters in it, 5,000 apostrophes, and just sound bleh. So by contrast, the Czech language, you pronounce every fucking letter in the word. So that's what I don't like about British English. That, you know, I don't want to go on a rant about this, but I just wonder, how does someone learn British English? Because the word is this long, but it sounds like the word air, like Game of Thrones. Sarah Stark, is that her name? Stanza, Sarah, whatever. I did not read the Game of Thrones books, but I heard that she was supposed to be incredibly beautiful. Why did they hire her? That actress. She looks like Boy George. She's not pretty. But her accent was so exaggerated. I thought she was an American pretending to speak gay British. And the one word that she said that got me, like, it was kryptonite. It weakened me hearing her. It was air. Whether it's like air to the throne, the air that I breathe. Blah, blah, blah. Air. Just say air. Like, so an American would tell a British, open your mouth and say R. Ah. No, prosim means please. Stop Google translating. Yes, this allergy is going to torment me all evening. What the fuck was I just... Oh, French. So I felt like I was learning slang because of all the apostrophes. Like, can you please teach me the word without the contraction? Because in Oxford English, you don't learn can't, you learn cannot. By the way, there's some Americans who spell cannot like C-A-N space N-O-T. And when people email me that, I just know, oh, you're not a reader, so stop trying to apply for a job as an editor. I'm finishing my fantasy novel, and I need an editor. I've learned my lesson. I wrote 2 memoirs. How can anyone read this? This is terrible. A lot of mistakes. I'm not the kind of person who could proofread his own work. Because part of perception is expectation. So if I'm just approaching the work with, oh God, I have to spend all these hours proofreading. Already my attitude is not into it. And then like, yeah. But when you proofread, you can't say, yeah. So I have to hire a proofreader. But that also means if the proofreader emails me and writes cannot as 2 words instead of, oh, tell me about it. It's funny because Raymond E. Feist, who's a fantasy author, I mean, he announced something, but the point is, one of his fans wrote like 8 million sentences with 0 punctuation. Never write anything on this author's post again. You'll have a stroke trying to read it. There was a comedian, a female comedian, who made a joke about men who tweet without punctuation, and she said something like, if they skip time on doing that, imagine what else they skip out on. Skip. What's in this? I thought it was supposed to make me smarter. Okay, I must leave this place, right? I'm sure there's something in here that I didn't do. There's a smithing stone 7 in here. I forgot how to get to it. But you don't want to see me aimlessly gallivant through Volcano Manor. Let's see where else I can go. I know there's a smithing stone 6 somewhere in here, but that's going to involve me gallivanting. Do you want to see me gallivant? I could go here. Oh! I didn't go into this dungeon. I should go into that dungeon. Oh, and I didn't fight the boss here. Holy crap. I thought there was not much for me to do tonight, and here's something for me to do. And it's entertaining too. Can I buy something from this guy? I don't think there's anything I want. Okay. Here we go. Traveling to another location. I'm gonna use my horsey. I like this because it reminds me of New Jersey in the autumn. In Shitland, there's only 2 seasons: shit and shit. There's no snow, there's no changing of leaves, there's no scent of pine in the air. So I feel like I'm in exile. Okay, the entertaining thing here is there are some crazy undead ladies who are very tall. I'm gonna have to learn that dance move. Seriously, look at that. You know, one thing that bothers me, well, there are many things that bother me, but, did no one see Wicker Man who likes, Midsummer? So for the longest time, I thought that, Ari Aster was just a copycat. His movies were derivative, like Heredity was also derivative. But then I saw Beau is Afraid. I became a fan. I love Beau is Afraid. I don't know if you've seen it. Are these people going to be angry if I steal this little treasure over here? No, they're still playful. Harry asked. Well, at least he had nudity in Midsummer. Because it seems that horror these days is PG-13. And if it's rated R, it's like rated R for penis. Make horror heterosexual again. So yeah, American horror these days is either homosexual or asexual. Not that there's anything wrong with that. In my movie Nightmare on Elmo Street, my character... I now have to blow my nose. Is it time to blow my nose? Can I steal for the napkin behind the wall? Where's my napkin? Or tissue or whatever. Oh, found it. I'm a commercial for organization. I was smart to blow my nose. Anyway. What the fuck was I saying? What was I talking about? Please remind me. I'm sure I had a point. I just can't remember what the point was. Too many distractions. I hate to do this, but I have to kill them. Because they'll get involved when I fight this boss. That's why. Well, before Seinfeld... Oh, not that there's a... Now I remember. In my movie Nightmare on Elmo Street, my character wanted to romance or court the character Misty Monday played, or Aaron Brown played. And I think earlier he was told, hey, you have to say not that there's anything wrong with that. And she said that, I think the characters were talking about homosexuality, and then she said something about, like maybe she had a family member whose gay. Maybe she said that she was lesbian. And then my character wanted to show her that, oh, we have something in common. My uncle was a pedophile. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It should have led to further discussion, because homosexuality was once labeled or categorized as a mental illness. And so it's an attraction toward something that, by the notions of normalcy, it's a mistake. Like, you're not supposed to be attracted to that. So it should have led to the whole conversation. I think in Dumb and Dumber there's talk about this. Oh no, there was a little bit of talk about that, because I think my character said that, you know, you're supposed to be attracted to the opposite sex because you're supposed to reproduce. And then she asked, and how many kids do you have? I said none. And she said, oh, is that because of a mistake in the brain or a mistake in your face? Something like that. So there was like a little comeback joke. That's all I had to say. I just thought it was funny, like, to say, hey, my uncle's a pedophile. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Desolate, hello, Anna and Kessler. There are a couple of homosexuals in the audience right now. Decapitron is one of them, but he might be measuring his penis in the shower at this moment. I can't believe I'm not dead. Man, I don't want to fight this guy by myself. Holy crap, I killed him. Why? Why am I allergic? Please let me know if I sound nasally, because that's the worst. I don't want to subject you to that. I can't believe I killed him. It's not that much money. I think I probably can level up. Maybe not. I think I need 70,000. Decisions. Nope. Okay, the question. Should I have another beer? Because if I don't have a beer, I'll continue for a little bit. If I have a beer, I'll continue for a lot of bit. Man, I have to review 2 movies this evening. I'm already late in my review. I can't flip a coin. I'm not that acrobatic. There's a lady who's supposed to show up here. Why is she not here? I'm always stood up. The hotter they are, the more they stand up. Hit the wrong button. Alright. I shall go here. See the ladies over there. How the mighty have fallen.
Are you giving me? I think it might be. It might be perhaps that. It might be perhaps that.
Well, I was on Twitch streaming the game. As a matter of fact, tonight I was going to go on Twitch because the first half hour I was just fooling around here, and I thought, all right, I'm just going on Twitch, let people know I'm still alive. But something happened on Twitch, and I thought, okay, let me stream on YouTube, see how this is. But in both cases, the problem is when I run my mouth, I piss people off. So I lose people. I might even piss you off. I just can't help myself. Okay, now that I've talked to her there, I'm going to talk to her here. Then I'm going to do something crazy. So what is the vote? Should I have another beer or not?
The army gate. It feels just perhaps it's plus. I would have it is the only. I would have it is the. I would have it is the only.
All right, Annika. Wait, is it Anna? It's Anna Kessler, not Annika. I keep thinking about The Gathering.
I would have it is the.
All right, I'm going to Urge Tree. Where is it? That's not it. Holy, can't read a map, Batman. That's not. See, I want to go here. Do I? No, I don't want to go there. Never mind. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to get a beer. Thank you for giving me permission. That's not sarcastic. Now I have a reason to stay here. I'll be back in a minute. Unless I have to make pee-pee. I don't think I have to make pee-pee though. As it turned out, I had to make pee-pee. Dinner's ready. Preparation. Forest. I should get a job as a commentator. Why am I going this way? Ah, there's a dungeon. I have to go into a dungeon. To kill people in a dungeon. And the dungeon is here. Put a little beacon. And do. Don't growl like that. It's a very unwelcoming growl. It's not good for tourists. Someone say something exciting. Or write something exciting. Alright, should I go in there? Any treasure here? Ooh. Is there something in here? This is not the dungeon I was talking about. I risked my life for this. Haha, I escaped. I almost didn't escape. Should not be long now. Holy crap, I found the dungeon. Now you'll see life. I wonder if I should try to summon help. I think this is all the help I need. Man, I backsplashed. Surely I can do this myself. I might need to adjust. I think the more I rub my eyes, the worse my allergy will become. Or my allergy symptoms, I should say. That was satisfying. I can be very, very careful. Ooh, smithing stone 5. Could there be a smithing stone 6 here? Someone's angry. That's how it feels. Two paths. I think I came from here. Yes, I came from there. Ooh. Okay, this is the end. I have to fight a boss or two. I think I have to fight 2 bosses. At once. Oh, there's a little guy over here. Alright, let me drink first. Any questions before I enter my damnation? Okay. That's not so bad. Funny line. That was a little easier than I thought it would be. Alright. The chat is dead, so I'm going to... Well, I just got this bottle of beer. See what you made me do? I'm going to switch to my Twitch channel because this chat is dead. But I'll give you a link in case you want to follow me over there. My Twitch. Alright. I've just shared my Twitch. I'm gonna hop over there. Right? I am gonna hop over there. I think I'm gonna. Yes, I am going to hop over there. So join me or not.